Hi everyone, Amber Romaniuk from Amber Approved, your leading emotional eating, digestive, and hormone expert. Today I want to talk about how having an overachieving kind of mindset can really negatively impact our health. Now, what does this mean? That you are really, expending yourself, you're pushing the mark, you feel the need to prove yourself to others, you feel the need to look the best, to get attention, and that usually spans from a deep inner insecurity of not feeling good enough. And a lot of the people I end up coaching and working with have this feeling because they feel like they're not comfortable with their weight. They feel like they weigh too much or they don't look pretty enough. And so essentially they're trying to compensate by overachieving to feel good enough and to prove their worth, when really it's all about actually going inside and understanding why we have our insecurities and working on building confidence, self-love, self-care, because everybody is good enough. And truly, no one needs to prove their worth to anybody else, but it's because we feel like we aren't good enough. And until we look a certain way or we are a certain weight, that we won't be good enough. Or maybe we struggle with emotional eating or something, and that embarrasses us and that makes us not feel good enough. So then we feel the need to prove and push and overachieve to everybody else. But there's many costs of this. We end up exhausting and draining ourselves, because I know how much energy it takes to really overachieve and prove your worth. I mean, I was there when I struggled with my food addiction. And then, of course, this can impact the hormones. This impacts and gives us more cravings. This can actually fuel us to emotionally eat because we're so tired, or maybe we've pushed and overachieved on something and it didn't impress someone the way that we expected it to, and that left us feeling upset and made us feel even less than, rather than letting go of all of that attachment and just focusing on taking care of ourselves and knowing and trusting that I am good enough, you are good enough, we are all good enough as we are. And yes, we can always strengthen our relationship with ourselves. We can learn more about ourselves, and we can always, take better care of ourselves. But that you don't have to give to anyone else to prove your worth. That is truly a journey internally to take. So I'm going to be talking a lot more about this in episode 120 of the No Sugarcoating podcast, coming out this Sunday. So do make sure that you check that out on all podcast apps. You can click the link below. You can check them all out at amberapproved.ca/podcast, or you can subscribe to your favorite one, Spotify, iTunes, whichever that is. If you are struggling with overachieving and it's draining you and it's triggering you to emotionally eat, and you're not happy with the body and you don't feel happy with the way that you look, or maybe you really, are frustrated with your weight and you're struggling with that, then I really encourage you to reach out and email me at info@amberapproved.ca and book a 30-minute complimentary consultation so we can explore what is in the way of you building self-confidence, building courage, building a beautiful body that you love to be in, and to gain body freedom. You deserve that, and I think everyone deserves to have 2018 be their healthiest year yet. So make sure you email me if you want support. I post new videos on Fridays, so make sure you subscribe to my channel in the link below, leave a comment, and I will chat with you next week.